What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support, and greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from Caribbean country. So guys, in today's video I want us to watch this video from a Ugandan lady. She has come out and exposed the discrimination and racism that the Chinese people they are bringing in Uganda. Not only in Uganda, also in some of the African country. So guys, I want you to listen to what this Ugandan lady she has come out and faced while she was trying to access in a Chinese restaurant. She was denied an access to just go in and experience the Chinese food in Chinese restaurant in Uganda. So kindly guys, I want you to watch and to listen to this video, then I will be back with more comment.
You know, we have a restaurant in Uganda, in Kwalolo, that does not allow blacks in unless you have someone who is white with you. Let's go. I am looking for a certain restaurant. I wanted to review it. Then later on, I was like, I see a Chinese restaurant. I was like, let me try out Chinese food. I'd taken long. I indicate, and the askari tells me, well, he's very sorry. We are very sorry. We don't allow blacks in. At first, I was like, it's a joke or something. So I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, if you're black and you want to come in, you have to be with someone who is Chinese or white. I was like, what do you exactly mean? Blacks are not allowed in. You guys, you should have seen my face. I could not believe it. I asked him, how come you work for them? And he was like, that's how it is. Those are the rules. You people, I was in shock, pissed, disgusted, everything. How did we get here? I don't know if you guys understand how it sounds. Blacks are not allowed in. You have to be with a Chinese person, or you have to be white, or you have to be dating a Chinese human being to be allowed in. In Uganda, off Wampeo Avenue, there's a restaurant. I wanted to film it and all that, but then I was like, what if they fire the askari and all that? So at the end of that day, you guys, I'm outside, so forgive me, I'm having lunch because my dog wants to eat everything that I eat. So how did we get here? How is it even possible? In 2024, people don't allow blacks in. You have to be like, how bad is it? I don't know whether you guys know how bad it sounds or how bad it is in 2024 to have a restaurant in Africa and blacks are not allowed in. I am still mad. So I have decided to my food, but that restaurant, Thunder will fire you.
Uganda people, I heard there is a restaurant in Uganda that doesn't allow Ugandans to get in. A Chinese restaurant in Uganda that say no to Uganda people. They don't want Ugandans inside the restaurant. They don't want any black person from Uganda inside the restaurant. It seems like these Chinese people, they end up being worse than white people. This is same thing that happened to Nigeria. It's a Chinese shop or shopping center, I don't know. Now, same thing is happening in Uganda. You open a restaurant in a country and you stop the people in that country from getting into the restaurant. My God. This thing done dey plenty for Africa, eh? Chinese people, you guys should be very careful. And my Uganda people, what are you guys doing now? How can you guys allow a restaurant in your country that doesn't allow you people to get in? We're gonna do something, Uganda people. Now this is life, not joke. I did a video about a Chinese restaurant in Uganda in a place called Kololo. And the name of the restaurant is Fugazi or something. Some Ugandans come under the video to comment something like, oh, they are not stressing anyone. We don't eat dogs and we don't eat snakes. So they should just let them be. What are Ugandans even going there to do? And this is the problem with some of us Africans. We don't even understand the impact of discrimination and racism. But we don't even know racism come in different forms. Do you ever sit and think an African will go to China? Even if they're millionaires, they will open a restaurant and say they don't want Chinese people in that restaurant. Even if that restaurant is selling fufu, choma choma, matoke that they don't eat. You think the Chinese government will allow you to tell their own people to get into that restaurant? Why is it always us? And some of us will still come and still back these people. We still say, oh, what do you go there to? Do you eat this? Do you eat that? It's a shame in 2024. Some of you guys think like that. When I be disgraced. I think it's a life na joke.
So there is a Chinese restaurant in Uganda that do not allow black people inside of the restaurant. And I see many Africans coming here to scream. Nigerians are saying that if it was in Nigeria, they would have burned down that restaurant. Cameroonians are saying that if it was in Cameroon, they would have destroyed that restaurant. Kenyans are saying that if it was in Kenya, they would have scattered, burned, and do everything horrible to that restaurant because it's racism. Now, Ugandans are not complaining. Ugandans are not complaining about this restaurant. First of all, have you seen Chinese cuisine? Have you ever seen Chinese? Can you look at someone eat Chinese food? So disgusting. These people eat scorpion, spider, cockroach, rats, everything. And they are in Uganda. So if they have their own restaurant where they can go and eat rats, cockroach, pigs, whatever they want to eat, why are you guys bothered? If you want to go there and be disgusted, go there. But I'm telling you, they are doing you a favor because nobody is going to stand and watch you eat cockroach. It's very, oh my God, your guts are going to come out of your mouth if you watch someone eat cockroach. It's not in our culture. So rest, guys. Ugandans are not complaining. Rest. Rest.
Do you know we have a restaurant in Uganda, in Kwalolo, that does not allow blacks in unless you have someone who is white with you?
I am so glad to finally see someone back home talking about this because I've been talking about this in the West and I usually find myself being the only one and then people nodding. Around this time last year, I was at the UN and I got the opportunity to speak with the permanent representative of China and I asked him a question. So to start, he gave a whole speech about friendship and he was like, we love Africans, we love Africa, this is all about friendship, we're trying to build friendship. And I got to ask him a question and I was like, is it really friendship? Or are you looking for something in return?
Jebeleko, greetings. My name is Chilabo, I'm from Uganda. And in our national anthem, it ends with, in peace and friendship we'll live. And so with that, my question is around decolonizing the syllabus and the concept of friendship. My question is directed to the representative from China, recognizing that Mandarin is a language that is mandatory in most schools in Uganda before our traditional language is Luganda. And so my question is, what is China doing to ensure that African culture, language, and traditions are not further erased and exploited in the lie that is an industrialized form of colonization? You say you respect the autonomy of Africans, but we all know there are ties to the aid. Is it of personal generational interest, or is it just a good friendship? As Africans, we have always valued friendship, but it is not often that it is genuinely reciprocated. Nyanziza. Thank you.
In 2019, the Ugandan government, with support and initiation of the Chinese government, started a pilot program where Mandarin was to become mandatory in secondary schools in Uganda. Right now it's mandatory in a few schools and I don't know the exact number, but that's key. Also, during the times that I have been back home and have gone to supermarkets which are predominantly owned by people from Asia, they usually either are very hesitant to let you in, they follow you around, tell you have to leave your backpack at the door. Very much all the anti-black racism that exists in the US now being perpetuated in African countries, specifically Uganda. That's all I can speak about in this day and age by other ethnic groups that live in Uganda. Mind you, Uganda is home for a lot of refugees and it is actually one of the most diverse countries in the world. But this issue of anti-blackness really needs to be talked about. It's kind of crazy because when I was at the UN and I said my question, it was more of like a comment than a question. After I was done, the Mandarin translator was like, or she left, I guess, and the UN person, MC, I don't know, I don't care, was like, sorry, the translator left, so he cannot answer your question and he can't respond. That's the response I got after I said what I said. Mind you, in the clip, I was very nervous because I was on camera, I was being recorded live, I was wearing my keffiyeh. This was literally just a couple weeks post October 7th, and I had all eyes on me in the UN headquarters because of that. So I was very shaky in what I was saying, especially since I was talking to the permanent representative of China. And I've heard arguments of people say things like, okay, well, this is the best opportunity that African countries have in terms of development, and that argument is dead. I am so sorry, but we are watching this happen in today, every single day. They're constantly doing little things here and there beyond just building trails and roads and stuff, but all about mining our gold and eventually just like taking over and colonizing, and we need to talk about it.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video, and also you have seen how the Ugandans and other African people, how they have reacted towards this Chinese restaurant, whereby they have denied an access to this Ugandan lady. I told you that this is not only happening in Africa, this is not only happening in Uganda, this also it has happened in some of the Caribbean country. I remember I did a video of whereby the Jamaicans, they burnt down a Chinese restaurant because this Chinese restaurant, it was denying some of the black Jamaicans to go in. They denied black Jamaican to have an access of this Chinese restaurant. This Chinese restaurant, they only allowed the Caucasian people and the white people, and the Jamaicans, they decided to burn this Chinese restaurant down because it is bringing a form of racism. This is a discrimination towards the black Jamaican. And now it has come to Uganda. You have seen and you have heard what this lady, she has come out and say, this Ugandan lady, she has come out and say she was trying to have an access of this Chinese hotel because she wanted to experience the Chinese food, but luckily she was denied an access. The watchman, and also she's wondered how comes these Chinese people, they have employed their fellow black people, and the fellow black people that the ones who are giving out instruction to their fellow black people not to come in. And also she was she wanted to ask this gateman or this watchman, why are you being employed by these Chinese people and they are giving you instruction to not allow the black people to come in? This is our country. This is our country. They don't need to give you permission for us black people to have an access. And I came out and told you guys that these people, the Chinese people, they are now using our fellow black people to fight each other, simply because you have seen this Chinese the owner of this Chinese restaurant, he or she has employed the fellow black people, and he has given this watchman or this gateman instruction not to allow their fellow black people. This is about these people, they are using us. These people, they want us to fight, because this gateman, after giving out this lady instruction not to come in, and this lady, she's wondering, you are telling us, your fellow races, not to come in, and yet you are working to these Chinese people. Why do they not allow, why did they employ their fellow Chinese to become a watchman so that he or she can give out an instruction to the black people? Why are they using you as a watchman and yet they are giving you instruction? I've come out and tell you that these people, they are now controlling us. These people, they want us to fight each other, and this needs to stop. And also the other day I came out and did a video of a Chinese in Nigeria, and you have heard what our Nigerian brother, he has come out and say the Nigerians, they got hungry and they closed a Chinese supermarket, because this Chinese supermarket, they didn't allow the Nigerians, the black Nigerians, to come in and have a shop shop in this Chinese supermarket. So the government of Nigeria, they came and closed this Chinese supermarket. For me, I really told you that there's something about the Chinese. These people, first of all, they are racist. Just to tell you that, I know it is not all of them, but majority of them, these people, they are racist. These people, they usually came in Africa. They usually go in Caribbean country, in some of the Caribbean country, Jamaica, and these people, after going to this black country, like here in Africa, these people, they start a business. Our government, they are favoring them. They open a business. They are becoming a millionaire. But instead of even them, after becoming a millionaire in our country, they are not investing in our country. They take all the money back in their country. This is tell you that these people, sometimes they are using our African country. They are using the Jamaican as a source of income, so that they can go and invest it in their own country. These people, you have seen, I've done a lot of video of the Chinese people, what they are doing in Jamaica, what they are doing here in Africa. For example, in Jamaica, majority of Jamaican people, they have been complaining about the Chinese. The Chinese, they are now taking over Jamaica. You can see the big businesses that it is in Jamaica. It is owned by the Chinese. Go to the beaches, the beautiful beaches and the big beaches, they are owned by the Chinese. Go to the apartment, the Chinese, they have built so much apartment in Jamaica. And this is tell you that if Jamaicans, they will continue to sleep, they will wake up one day and find they are having a prime minister who is Chinese. They will find out that the Chinese, it has already taken over their country. And these people, I keep on telling you that these people, that the new colonizers, these people, they really want to colonize some of the black people, black country. Look what it is happening in Jamaica. And also these people, they are now doing everything that it is possible to have the Africa in their fingertips. The other day we saw the African leaders, they were having a meeting in China. This is tell you that these Chinese people, they really want to control Africa and some of the black country, and this should not happen. Kindly, our African leaders, our Caribbean leaders, we need to stop these behaviors of the Chinese people they are having. These people, they are bringing racists in our country. How comes these people, they are coming here in Africa, in Uganda, they are building a hotel, and yet they are denying us, the real indigenous people of the land, not to come in their hotel. And I know that these people, they cannot allow, these people, they cannot even allow us black people to go in their country, open a business, and deny them to come in the in our black restaurant in their country. But these people, they want to do that here in Africa. It is now the right time for us black people to wake up. It is now the right time for us black people not to support these Chinese people, this other race. Not only the Chinese, we as black people, we are known of supporting these other races. We are known not supporting our own races, because you will find out that the black people, they are the ones who will be the first people to go and have a shop in Chinese supermarket, in Chinese store. These people are black people. They are the ones who really support these other races, but not supporting their own races. It is now the right time for us black people to change our narrative. We should support our own, so that these people can respect to us. Look what these people, they are doing. They are coming here in Africa. They are going in Jamaica. They are giving the Jamaican jobs, but instead they are paying them low wages. The other day, Jamaicans, they were complaining, the Chinese people, they are paying them low wages. The same way, these people that are coming here in Africa, they are employing the African people, but they don't respect them. Also, they are paying them low wages. These people are taking us for granted. So it is the right time for us to grow our country as a black people, and we should stop these people to bring racism in our country. I really love Jamaican, because Jamaican, if you are going with a form of racism in Jamaica, these people, they know how to deal with you. I remember the Jamaican, they burnt completely down this Chinese restaurant which it was bringing a racism. You can imagine the Chinese people, they have come in Jamaica. They have employed the Jamaicans to help them to build this hotel. But instead of them to allow the Jamaicans to come and have access of this hotel, they are now denying the local people to have an access of the hotel that they have built. So the Jamaicans got angry and banned. I really love Jamaica. These people, they don't entertain any form of nonsense, any form of racism. These people, they are good people, but if you mock them, they will mock you. If you bring in nonsense, they will show you their nonsense. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.